Hi, this is Derek English with Ale Digital, and in our today's session for Google Ad Grant Program, we're going to talk about setting up conversion tracking with Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics. It's very important to set up conversion tracking because it's part of the Google Ad Grants Program requirement where you have to have one conversion per month and maintain a 5% or higher of click-through rate. So we definitely recommend to having this set up before you get your account activated or after it's activated and you launch any campaigns. So to do that, we're utilizing Google Tag Manager. So you first want to set up Google Tag Manager, and then to do that, you'll go into admin, make sure you get the tracking code information, and then you work with your IT department to put it on your website. And then next, you go back to the workstation and you first need to set up a tag for your Google Analytics to track it. So you want to click new and we'll type in Google Analytics. And we want to select Universal Analytics. We want to track page views and then we want to get a new variable. So only thing you need to do is go to your Google Analytics, get your tracking ID, go back to Google Tag Manager and place it right there, and then click on Save. And yes, we have to name our variable. So you can use the tracking ID as your variable, and then click on Save. And then you want to trigger it. So the trigger you want is for all pages. So any pages that any visitor goes to, you want to track it. So click on Save. And now to verify that it's working, what you would like to do is click on the preview mode. And once you're in preview mode, now you want to go to your website. And a window will pop up at the bottom to let you know you're in preview mode. So to know that it's working now, it triggered. The Google Tag Manager should trigger. So it stated right here that Google Analytics has fired. So we know that it's working and is activated. So go back to it. We're actually going to keep it up because we're doing other things. So we now know that our Google Analytics is up and running. Next is for us to set up our goals and events in Google Analytics utilizing Google Tag Manager. So what you want to do right there is go to triggers. And then click on new. And before we even do it, there's three conversions I always recommend for nonprofits to track. One of them is someone going to your contact form. If they fill it out, that's a potential lead. So you should definitely track that. Someone signing up for your email newsletter. And the third one, of course, is donations. We definitely want as much donation as possible, but if you're not getting those per month, it's very good to have the other two with the contact form or email sign up. Like you should probably see more conversions with those two than donations, but if not, if you're getting it the other way around, that's awesome. But to meet the Google Ad Grant requirement, I recommend setting up conversion tracking for all those three. So I've already set it for a few, but I want to show you how to do it. So we'll do it for the donate. So simple. It's up to you the standard you would like to use. So it's a form submission, so I'm calling it donate. And then the trigger I'm going to select is form submission. And this is waiting for the, you don't need to check it, but this is waiting for just the code and text to load. And then the check validation, you can utilize this if you know that there's a page. If you know that there's a page path, like you have a thank you page or anything like that after someone submits it. If you don't worry about it. But your enter page URL and contains or say contains like thank you dot HTML. Or if you know that's true, because you definitely want to make sure that they go all the way and convert, not just click the button. However, a lot of websites, if you click the button, you don't go to a page. You'll just receive a pop-up message right there. So it's fine if you don't have that. And then you want to verify this, you should always actually start off with all forms, because you need to get the information for the form. So this can be actually a test, and then we can come back and update it. So we'll select all forms, click on save. And then to make sure anything goes into production that's active, you have to click on submit. So, so by submitting it, this makes it active. So now we're still in preview mode, or and now just go back to your website. Refresh. So we're testing the donate button. So as of right now, the Google ads popped up, but to get the information for your other buttons, so let's just say for the newsletter right here, if you click on that button, you should receive right here the form submit. So with this form submit, you go click on variables, and then you want to scroll down till you get the form ID, because every single form should have his own unique form ID. So for the e-newsletter, this is the form ID that we would like to select. However, for this case, we're going for the donate. So we'll click on the donate page. And then we'll scroll down to see the donate button. And then we'll click on donate now. So as you can see in the summary, it popped up. And now we want to just scroll down and get that form ID, which is G47, whichever one I have. So now what we want to do is go back to Google Tag Manager, and we want to go to the trigger. So now that we know that everything's working, we can go back into the test one we created to track all forms. Go back in there, let's donate, and then change it to some forms. And then you want to go by the form ID, and it equals to the form ID you just have, and then you want to click on save. So now once we added all of our form IDs right here, you would now want to go to create a tag and link integrate it with Google Analytics. So to do that, you would go here, you'll click on new, and then give it a name. So it's just Google Analytics event donate submit. You want to click on Universal Analytics. And for here, want to select an event. So for the category, it's up to you what you put for this information. But the category, I usually do form submit, and then for the action, I state what the form does. So it's donate. You don't have to worry about the other variables, but it's good to have these two. And then you want to select which Google Analytics thing you want. So we want to select the Google Analytics tag right here that we just set up before. And then for the trigger, you want to select the form that it corresponds to. And then click on save. So now, as I stated, for all the rest of your forms, do the same thing as well too, and make sure they're all set up with the correct information for the other three. Or how many forms you have, make sure they're all set up. I'm doing this real quick because I've added the new tag. So it was tied to another prior tag, so I added a new one. So I just have to update all of them real quick. So right when you're done with that, so right when you've created all the triggers and then you link them to Google Analytics, as I stated, to verify that to make them go on live or on Launchtime, you have to click on submit and then just give it a name. So conversion, try again, set up version 1, and then publish them. So now they're all active, and you can leave out of preview mode here. So now that we have all the tags and triggers created in Google Tag Manager, we have to now go into Google Analytics and create the Go events. So what you want to do, you click on here to go to admin, go to your correct account, and then you want to click on goals. So now for goals, what you want to do is click on a new goal, and you're basically copying over. We're copying over all the information we put in the form category and the action. So for this new one, we want to select custom. The description, we call it donate. And the destination, the type will be event. You want to click on OK. And as I stated, we'll take this information from here. So click on form submit and donate. And then you want to leave this as a yes, because if there is a value or something like that, you can put it here. But if there isn't a value, just click the yes right here and then click on save. And now verify that they're all recording. So now that they're all active, what we want to do is go back to the analytics homepage to see everything that's going on. And we now want to verify that an event with the Go has popped off, or it recorded it. So now you want to go back to your website, and we can just do 2 quick ones. So let's verify this with the join our mailing list. And click on sign up. So yes, so as I stated before, since it doesn't go to a thank you page, we're not updating it because it's a message right on the same page. And just verify that the contact one is working as well. Fix test. Just enter all the information. And this is a test. And click on submit. So now if we go back to Google Analytics, and if you refresh it, if you click on real-time events, and you click on events, you should have the event for contact us as well as the email sign up pop up. So the conversion should also pop up, but it does sometimes take a little bit longer, I've noticed. But as you can see right there, these two conversion and goals has popped up. So they're working. So it definitely show that they're recorded and um, that they're active and that they verify that once someone clicked on one of those form submissions, it it's shown in Google Analytics, which is what we wanted. So everything is set up correctly. So now that we set up Google Tag Manager and Analytics together, we now need to integrate this into our Google Ad account. So you want to go back to your Google Ad account. You want to click on Settings, and then click on Conversions, and we get to this page. And then you want to click on Conversion, add a new one, and you want to import it from Google Analytics. So click right there, and then you select Google Analytics. Click on Continue. So right now, just click on the donate one that we've just created, and for the other ones, they'll pop up as well. And you'll just import it. And then yes, one of your goals have been imported. So if you have more goals, etc., they will all import right here. And now everything's set up correctly. So well, everything is set up correctly if long as you've linked your account with Google Analytics. So if you haven't done that, also make sure you go to Tools, go to Link Account, and then click on Details to link your account with the appropriate Google Analytics, with the appropriate Google Analytics account. So once you link them, then you can go to Conversions and import all the information to port all the goals from Google Analytics. And that is it. So if you have any questions, leave a comment. Definitely, my team is definitely here to help you guys out. And if you would like more information on Google Ads, PPC, SEO, content marketing, inbound marketing, definitely come to our website. We have a lot of information at aledigital.com. Email marketing, we want to provide as much information to help you guys grow and definitely maximize your online presence. We thank you for your time. Subscribe, and if you have any questions, let us know. You guys have a good day and take care.